Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be working on a Python project. So in this Python project we're going to create a card game. So this is how the card game is played. This card game is 2 rounds. First round, it is played by 4 players and a table and a deck. Each player picks a card from the deck, throws it on the table. If the card in hand has the same rank as the card on top of the table, the player has to devour all the cards. The player can pick any card in the deck from any position. But if he throws the card on top of the table, he has to check if the card on top of the table is the same rank as the card he's throwing down, then he has to devour all the cards. And in the second round, the cards will be in hand because the card will be finished from the deck. So if all the cards are finished from the deck, the first round is over, then we go on to the second round. The second round, the players will be picking cards from the deck, from their own hand, and throwing them down. So in order for us to code this project, we need classes, modules, and functions. So first of all, we're going to create our classes, and then after that we can go on and create our functions. So we'll be using modules in order for us to work, in order for our project to be easy to work with. So first of all, I'm going to create 3 classes. So I'll just code here. First of all, we're going to create our class of card. Class of a card object. And then we need to create a class of hand. Then we pass. Then also need to create class of deck. So these are the 3 classes that will be working with. So we have a card class, hand class, and then we have a deck class. So we need to give them features, we need to give them methods, the method they will need in order for them to work. So first of all, we're going to work on our card class. So what does our card features have? Our card has to have a rank, and then it has to have a suit. So first in our comments, say a playing card. So our card has to have a suit. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we have a king, then we have a queen, then we have a jack. Then our card also needs to have ranks equals to we have 4 ranks. As you all know, we have clubs, we have diamonds, we have hearts, and we also have spades. So we have to say define init self rank suit self dot rank equals to rank self dot suit equals to suit. Then we also need to have define str self, say rep equals to self dot self dot rank plus self dot suit. Then we also have to return rep, so it will be returned as a string. So now we have to remove our pass. So now that we have finished creating our code, we also next is creating our hand giving out features and know what our hand will be able to do. So our hand has to be able to get a card, throw down a card. So first we have to give it these methods in order to know what our hand can do. Our hand can do. So first of all, we have to comment, remove parse, then comment a hand of play cards or slash a player, because our hand is actually the player. So our hand will also have features like init method, self, also have a name. So before we give it, we say pass. Also here we need a str method. I think it's better to just leave some space there. Define str self, then we pass. So this is how I actually love to code, because we also have to put our methods first, then we can code them later, so that we know what we need. And define name. So we also have to get that name. Also have to, then we just say parse. Define is we have to check if our hand is a card or not. Self. And say pass. Also have to throw down a card. Define throw down self. Then you say pass. We also have to add a card to our hand. Someone else will also have to say define add self. We also have to add a card. Say pass. Our hand will also be able to give a card. Give self pass. Our hand will also be able to check size, give us the size and how many cards are inside. Our hand should be able to give us the position of the card that we want. Give us a card. Self and parse. Then our hand should be able to also give us the card position of the card that you pass it. So this method, it's a card method. It gives us the first card inside our hand. So these are all the methods that we have. So also go into our deck. Our deck, actually, I'm going to remove this object because our deck will have same features from hand, but we also add some more features. So our deck will inherit features from hand. So just put all these features, all these methods inside our deck, and then we'll also add some methods inside declared. So I think now we have to code our hand. Code our hand class, and then before we move on to our deck class. So our hand, we also have self and the name. Then say self dot cards, our list of cards inside hand. Leave it empty, then self dot name equals to name. Then remove pass. Then move on to the next. Our string method. If self dot cards, then rep equals to empty string, then for card in self dot cards, then rep plus equals to string of card plus space. So our string method is going to display every card inside our hand. So if you say print whatever player is have, then it will display all the cards in his hand. So if he doesn't have any cards in hand, what we want is for him to display empty. Else rep equals to, want him to display this. So he will display empty. If we say print our player, then to display every card inside his hand. So that's it. Now we also want to get his name. So return string of self dot name. So if you also want to get the name of the player. So the next we have to check if our hand is empty. So we say return self dot cards equals to empty. If our cards are empty, it will return true. If our cards are not empty, it will return false. So our empty method is going to return a Boolean value of true or false. And our hand should be able to throw down a card. So in order for him to throw down a card, he needs a position of the card, and then he also needs to know where he's throwing cards. So I'll throw down, I'm going to give him a card pose and then table, because our player will only be throwing down a card on table. So we have self dot cards dot remove card. So and then you have to say table dot add. So we're actually sending a message to our table saying, please take this card. Please take this card that I just removed from myself. Okay, that's it for our throwdown method. Then we also have to add a card self dot cards dot append card. So we posit a card, then you append the card. So we also have to give a card. You also have to give a card. Give a card to other hand. Some features we don't know if we're going to need them, but we just code them. You know, maybe we might not use them, but we just code them. Self dot cards dot remove card. And then you say other, and please take this card. Please take this card. Then we also have to check the size of our cards. How many cards do we have? So dot cards. Yes, it will give us the number of cards that are left. Then this card method returns the card in the first position. If self dot cards, then rep equals to string of self dot cards, a position -1, okay? Because that is my first card in this game. Return rep. That is the card that I choose. You might choose a card at position 0. You might choose a card at different positions, but I choose my first card to be at position 0. So next we need to return a card position. So we pass the value of pose, then say rep equals to. So we pass it a card, then it returns the card position. If self dot cards, say rep equals to string of card, we pass it a value and returns the card cards, then position. So positive value gives us that card that we want. Return rep. So that's it for our end class. If we make any mistakes, our code will tell us as we continue programming this project. So now our class end is finished. Next is our deck class. Already we've inherited features from our hand, and then we also need to add some more features. So what features might we need for our hand? Our deck. Our deck has to have features. So our deck will also have so first we have to deck of playing cards. So our deck will have different features from our hands. So our deck will be able to populate, define populate, self, and pass. Our deck will also be able to shuffle cards. So our deck can populate, shuffle cards, and give cards to other players. So here our deck can do that. So we've already put that in hand, but our hand won't be able to give cards. It will only be able to add and throw down cards. Doesn't matter. Just so first we have to give populate. So populate is Zargon code for suit in card dot suits, and for rank in card dot ranks, forgot to put an R in ranks. We're going to take each and every card inside our card class. Each and every card, we're going to create each and every card. So add card suit rank. That's it for populate. We're going to say shuffle. Shuffle. We need to import random module. Let's say random. Put random, then say random dot shuffle self dot cards. So now our classes are finished. We've finished creating all our classes that we're going to use in this project. So we need to test them out to see if they work properly. So we're just going to say deck 1 equals to deck. So we're going to give our deck any, say deck. Then we're going to create our player equals to hand. Then we're going to give our player name also Edward. Then we're going to say print. So before we print, we have to populate our cards into deck 1 dot populate. Then we also need to shuffle those cards. Deck 1 dot shuffle. So and we also have to show print deck 1 because we want to see that populated. Then we also want to see our deck after shuffling. Print deck 1. So let's run it. It's taking quite a little bit of time. Oh, something is wrong. Exception is still written in stream. Print deck 1. Something is not. So I couldn't quite get it clear what the problem was, but I think I figured out what the problem is. Because right here, I still remember the hand. I didn't type return. Correct, because that's why it was acting kind of weird. Then go here, say populate, then we print name, then we print also deck 1, then we print, then we shuffle, then we print space, then we print deck 1 dot name. Also need to put a table. Yes, so I want our deck to be displayed. Oh. So let's run it, see if it works. There, our deck, before we shuffle it, all the cards are in there. Say 1, then after shuffling it. So our deck is quite clear. Then also have to test our hand. See if our hand works well. Player. So we have to give our player some cards. Deck. So we have to give our player a card first. So say deck 1 dot give card at 0 to player. Card at 0 to player. Player 1. By the way, our give takes. How does our give work? Give favorite card, remove card. So it has to give deck 1 dot cards position 0 to player. Right. Then we print player dot name. Then we also have to return player. So let's run it. Oh, and object is not callable. Other hand. Oh, I think something I didn't give. Other hand dot add. Yes, that's where the problem was. So you see, even if after you code your game, your project, you must still have bugs. So you really need to check very carefully if there are still any delivery method to see if there are bugs inside our code. So after running it, did give our card position 0 to 8. So we also have to throw down a card. So in order for us to throw down a card, we also have to create a table. So print, then we have to create table equals to hand. Also have to give a table name table. Then also have to say player dot throw down. Let's see. Yes, we also have to say self card position. Oh, I think we just have to say give. We use the same feature give. Self dot give. So I have to say player dot cards position 0 because that's the only card. Then you set the date to table and run it. Then we have to say print table dot name. Then say table and run it. Oh, there it is. Took this card, gave it to table. So which means our throwdown method is not needed. So we're going to remove this. So now that we've created our class, it seems our classes work perfectly. You can also check these other methods on your own to see if they work perfectly. But we're going to use them and check them in another one. So next So that is it for now on our classes. So we're going to save this in one folder. The next time we're going to work on our functions that we're going to use in this game. So thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button. Leave your comments below if you need anything that I might be able to help you with. Thank you.